Hey everybody, it's SaskiaSketches, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I use Copic markers, or alcohol-based markers in general. I already have some line art over here. I drew Spider-Man fighting Mysterio, and it's a little bit late because the film came out a while ago, but I still really wanted to draw these two because I just woke up one day and it was like, I want to draw Mysterio and Spider-Man. So that's what happens. And I wanted to colour this for a video because I poured a lot of time into this line art because I normally don't do line art that's this fancy, but alright, so I just wanted to show you guys how I like to go about colouring with Copic markers, because I thought that would be a fun video idea. I'm going to start with Mysterio's cape here, and you'll see I've got my colours picked out before I start colouring. So I pick out what kind of colour scheme I want. And for this it's pretty simple. I just picked the colours that Mysterio and the Spider-Man Homecoming Far From Home suit naturally have. So it's mostly a natural colour scheme. Didn't do anything fancy. Maybe later on I'll throw over a tone layer or something. But that's not really my concern at the moment. I just wanted to show you how I like to, you know, go about colouring with markers. And I've put them from light to dark, so I know which ones are in which colour family. And I usually pick colours, I usually pick 2 to like 4 markers, maybe at most. And I always go like a few steps up when I get a colour. So you can see. So you can see for this colour family is the V10 colour family. I got V12, V15, and V17. Usually I have about a step or like 2 or something, or you know, maybe a little bit more, 3. I don't like to use ones that are too close together, so like I wouldn't be using V15, V16 and V17, because that way I don't really get my the effect that I like. And I like to cell shade, as some of you might know. So I don't really rely on blending my markers too much, so if they're too close together they won't look too similar. Yeah, as you can see I pick a lighter colour and a mid-tone and a darker colour, and I pick them all in the same colour family. You can do this with other kinds of markers too, but I like to do it with Copics because they have a set numbering system. I usually like to keep the letter and the first number the same, and then the second number I will vary which one I get. Hey, ta-da! Now Mysterio has a nice purple cape. Okay, yeah, so let's move on to maybe his arm, which is green. You'll see that I'm just using the same concept here as well. I'm doing the highlights in a lighter version of the color. And then I go in with a mid-tone. And then I go in with a shadow. This one isn't dark enough. And that's the exact same color. So Then I might just grab a twin marker or something. See if this is nice. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Nice shadow. So yeah, gauntlet. Same concept, but this is metal, so I'll pay a little bit more. My shading will be a little bit different than I usually do for fabric and stuff. And also, if you have a light yellow, it is very likely to smudge any line art that you've done, so keep that in mind. Oh, nice. I like this part. I really like that. The way I drew that. Because he has so many cutesy details in his gauntlets. It's really cute. Probably Mysterio probably wouldn't like to be called cute, but let's face it, dude. Your outfit is cute. And now for his helmet fishbowl thingy. I was going to use these, but I'm not sure if I still want to do that because they seem a little bit light, and I would like to shade that a little bit more. Anyway, I have sketch in highlight. Oh, no, that shouldn't be coming from that side, right? No, I like it coming from this side. Okay, so we'll do that. Make this rounder. Okay, and then fill this in. Yeah, that looks fine. Thinking maybe adding a little more complicated shading. This looks nice. Oh, doing a lot of detail work. So we've got to be careful. Very careful. Okay. Too over the top? Probably. But you know, that's what it looks like. Yeah, this is looking patchy. Yeah, I will probably go over that with maybe this one, BG9. Probably should have used this one from the beginning, but I think this looks a bit better. I think I added too much darkness into this. Too much shading. But it's okay. We can do some cool highlights on top of this and nobody will notice. I mean, it looks fine. It's not that bad. Okay. So. What's next? Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Okay. Spider-Man is very simple. He only has 2 colours. Mysterio has to be, you know, all fancy smancy. But you know, Peter is nice and simple. He's pink! I really love how this is coming together. I like how Mysterio looks. He turned out quite nicely. So much detail work. Okay, and now this is one of my favourite markers of all time. This is one of my favourite reds. It's called R37 Carmine. It's one of my favourite reds because it's so nice and dark and vibrant. Look at that. Spider-Man was actually the the superhero that introduced me to Marvel. So like a very long time ago, when there was like on Disney XD or something, there was a series called The Amazing Spider-Man? Well, there was a cartoon series about Spider-Man, and I really loved watching that one. And then I saw the Amazing Spider-Man films with Andrew Garfield when I was 12 or 13. And those really sucked me into the superhero films. I know people don't really like the ones with Andrew Garfield, but they have just such a high nostalgia for me that I actually really like them. But, you know, fair is fair. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man even more. I think he's the perfect Peter Parker. Because, you know, he's like he really plays, like, you know, Peter's actually 15, like he should be. Because Andrew Garfield was like, what, 17, 18? He wasn't 15, let me tell you. I've always loved Spider-Man. And he really introduced me to the Marvel Cinematic Universe too. Because it's like, oh, Spider-Man. Hey, they have Iron Man too, that's cool. So then I started watching Iron Man, and I got all the Marvel films on DVD. I have almost all the Phase 1 films on DVD. Because I would like... I started with Avengers, I think. And then Iron Man. I think that was it. Yeah. Oh, I love that so much. And that was really, really my childhood, guys. I really grew up on these superhero films. And I I love superheroes, okay? You should draw more of them. Because they're fun to draw, but their suits are so complicated. Oh, I should do an Iron Man and like have all my learn how to shade metallic stuff. I think if I draw Iron Man like one time and really do my best, like with markers and stuff, I think I would learn a lot from shading metal. That is a good idea. That I might very well do, but I'm too intimidated because there's so much detail in the Iron Man suit. Yeah. Oh yeah, alright, I might want to do the background still. But only very lightly, because I don't want it to distract from the heavy colouring I've done up here for the characters. I'm not really too concerned with streaks for this part, as long as it's like goes in the right direction. I'm fine with it. Very lightly, you know, just a hint that he actually has a shadow. This is going very quickly. I think these lines contribute to that a little bit as well. I really like this part. Don't go outside the lines, please. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and colorless blender. Help me out, please. I'm pretty sure this one is almost empty. Let's use this one. So the trick with these kinds of highlights is not to overdo it, so only add like a few. Don't overdo it. And I wanted to add a border around them in white. I feel like this might actually make them stand out. Okay guys, yeah, I'm almost done, so thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I'm so glad you've enjoyed. Please leave a like on this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already for more art videos every Friday, and I will see you all next week guys. Have a great weekend, keep on sketching, goodbye!